So here we are yet another year later, and somehow I am still running into a majority of players not having microphones while playing competitive games. Yep, that's right, a majority. If you're someone who uses a mic, then this video is not for you. You're good. You keep up the good work there, buddy. To the rest of you who don't have a mic in 2021, what's wrong with you people? You must be going out of your way not to use one at this point. Must be dodging them left and right. Why? What's going on with you? What's your malfunction? You got something going on at home there, buddy? Everybody okay over there? It's a little concerning. I've been using a mic since about 2002 for 8v8 while playing some MMO. Not only because it was the intelligent thing to do, but because I would never expect good players to group me without one. Oh, I can hear it now. But Lowbei, I know good players that don't use a mic. No, you don't. You're so casual that you don't know what a good player looks like. Good players would never look for good without a mic. They wouldn't want to be embarrassed failing to communicate or weigh down their entire team. Why is having a mic so important? It's because important information needs to be communicated quickly, without pulling your teammates' focus away from whatever it is that they're doing. They don't need to know 10 seconds later that you had incoming over there. They need to know right now. Being shot at from the southeast. Heard a zombie spawn behind a door. Need ammo, supplies, etc. Need to communicate the plan with your teammates or give details about something you found. Well, a mic's gonna be required there, buddy. While you're stopped to type some nonsense that nobody's gonna read in time to be effective, you're wasting valuable time. I can already hear it now. But Lowbei, I can use a middle mouse button to put a marker somewhere, or hold some button to bring up a wheel, to predefine statements to root through for something that vaguely resembles communication. Isn't that good enough, tee-hee? No. The answer is no, motherfucker. It is not. Not only can you not communicate quickly, verbally, where I don't have to stop what I'm doing and look over at your ping and determine what it's all about and wait for you to slowly root through some sort of menu to tell me group of X incoming from Y with Z, or I'm down, there's X number of enemies on top of me, they're using Y weapons and they've blocked off Z door. There's literally hundreds of examples I could use there, but I think that's probably enough to get the point across. Not that I should probably have to, because this shit's logical. Now, there are a few rare cases where some extremely skilled player also happens to live in fucking Somalia or some shit, and is so exceptionally skilled that they can hang with the pros on their potato PC and their lack of peripherals. We sometimes make exceptions for these people based on their high skill level. This is extremely rare, and I assure you, you don't qualify for that exception. Mics come with most consoles nowadays. I don't play console games very much, but when I do, I am baffled by how many people either don't have their mic plugged in or just don't use it at all. It's quite astounding. Whenever I see someone join a competitive lobby with no microphone, I can assume the following based on tens of thousands of hours of experience. They will 1. Fail. 2. Rage quit. 3. Learn nothing. 4. Repeat the process in a different lobby. 5. Eventually uninstall. 6. Leave a bad review on Steam. And 7. Tell other people that this community is so toxic, leading other people to dodge entire games because, well, our game was toxic. Even in a non-competitive atmosphere, I still don't want to have to play with some rando who doesn't have a mic. Having a mic shows me a number of things. That you understand you're playing a team-based game where communication is a factor. That you aren't lazy and can plug up a simple device. And that you aren't stupid and can plug up a simple device. That you also aren't a casual who will be mostly AFK, listening to music, fucking off and not paying attention, doing something else because your goddamn ADD is too extreme for you to focus on anything for more than 10 minutes at a time. No offense, but I'd rather filter you people out in the lobby, or as early into the game as possible. There's just no saving some people. You gotta take out the trash before the trash smells up the house. Much like sharks with blood in the water, my salt detection senses are highly developed. I can already taste the whiny complaints from butthurt casuals who've been kicked from dozens of lobbies and all sorts of games for not having mics. But Lowbei, that's just big sweaty. Only tryhards use microphones. Now I'll get to the subject of the terms sweat, tryhard and toxicity when referring to anyone who wrecks you in a video game in another video. For this one, I will point out that it is not too much to ask for you to have the basic peripherals that the game was designed around having. Heads up, nobody reads chat in video games. Not nowadays anyway. Maybe 20 years ago, but not now. Maybe in some MMO somewhere, but that chat's also probably filled up with some LFG and want to buy garbage that scrolls as fast as you can read it, so nobody's reading that shit. The number of times I've had to kick randos from competitive lobbies simply for not having a mic, only to have them type out some big, "but I'm good," or "I have a lot of hours" garbage is staggering. If you have a lot of hours in a game that requires communication and has mic functions, but you don't have or use one, then no, you aren't good. Not even close, and you probably should leave. The attitude of, "I don't need communication in this team-based game," says enough about you that I would never want to group you to begin with. I don't even want you on the enemy team, because you're going to waste their time, and thus end up wasting my time. Because I'm here for competition, and you're not going to provide any. There is literally no excuse. Even back in 2002, yeah, that's right, I'm old as fuck, acquiring a microphone as a teenager wasn't rocket science. Nowadays, they're literally everywhere and insanely cheap. I have pals in third world countries who managed to acquire microphones. But you can get one from Walmart or Target for like $15. Now, these aren't great, but they'll get you over the hurdle of basic communication, which is really all anyone can expect from you. If you want a good one, though, spring for a Razer or a Corsair or any of the other dozens of $50 to $100-ish headsets. You'll be surprised at how good audio is in games nowadays. You'll hear shit you never heard before at all. You'll hear people breathing in a locker in Dead by Daylight as you walk past it. You'll hear someone reloading upstairs in Warzone. You'll be able to place individual footsteps as someone runs through the mud around the house you're hiding in and Hunt Showdown. It's really quite amazing. Something else I find quite baffling is the occasional, "I have a mic, but I don't like to use it because my voice is squeaky or I'm shy." Man the fuck up. If you can't handle basic bitch communication with somebody on the internet about something unserious like a video game, then you must have massive social issues in the real world, of which using your mic to talk to strangers on the internet's probably damn good for you. It'll help you get over some of that ridiculous bullshit that's holding you back from a lot in life. I mean, try to sound as much like a normal human adult as possible, but I will care far more about your total lack of communication than you sounding like some sort of squeaky mouse. I'd rather have some squeaky mouse that can follow basic instructions and communicate than you. And if some dickhead, of which there's a lot 'cause internet, wants to make fun of your voice, you just say, "Alright, I can just not communicate at all if you think that'll be better for the team." During which time, the rest of the team will probably back you up and tell him to shut the fuck up. Or not, 'cause it's the internet, in which case, you just leave and join another game. No big deal. Your effort to use a mic to communicate with your teammates puts you far above those who do not. You're doing good, buddy. You keep using that mic. Lastly, I'm not saying that everyone who uses a mic is skilled or even more intelligent than those who don't, but it certainly leads that direction statistically. That being said, there are some people that have mics but are too childish to use them properly. Here's a great example of how not to use your microphone.
Dude, you're fucking pissing me off, I swear to God. Oh, what the fuck are you gonna do?
fucking hurt you bad, boy, you hear me? I fucking hurt you. I'll kill you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Stop! Done, bitch? Fuck it.
Don't be that fucking guy. Go get a mic, plug it in, make sure it's working properly, and use that shit. It's a simple but massive step in being a good team player. And believe me, there's plenty of other much harder hurdles to clear than being a good team player. This is the easiest one, and it's usually a prerequisite to all the others. I'm glad we could have this chat. Have a great day.